Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. I remember in the early 90s when the Universal Monster movies were coming out on VHS, there was this one that they advertised as a collector's treasure, the Spanish version of Dracula. At first, I didn't understand why it was such a big deal. I figured it was just Dracula translated in Spanish. But no, Universal simultaneously shot two versions of the same movie. The Spanish version has the same script and the same sets, but the cast is entirely different. The English version is by far the most famous. Who could possibly not know Bela Lugosi?
I am Dracula.
But would you believe the Spanish version is actually better? For example, if we look at this scene in the English version where Renfield first meets Dracula, we see it's just a simple static shot. But in the Spanish version, the camera actually moves, making the scene more dramatic. And this is just one example. It just overall has more production value. There's many added scenes that you don't see in the English version, and it also shows a little more violence. And Helen Chandler's dress is much less revealing than Lupita Tovar's. It all shows how less uptight Spanish audiences were. When you think of the English version, it's hard to forget such demented, magnificent performances like Lugosi and Dwight Frye.
Rats. Rats. Rats.
But the Spanish actors also do a great job, unique amongst themselves. Pablo Alvarez Rubio is full of frantic energy. Every second he's on screen, you can't take your eyes off him. Carlos Villarreal makes a great Dracula. The best part about him is his face. He looks completely crazy. It's very much different from the Lugosi stare, but creepy in its own way and hilarious. It's almost impossible not to prefer Lugosi.
Aren't you drinking? I never drink. Why?
When comparing these movies, it makes you just wish Lugosi was in this movie instead. But either way, the Lugosi Dracula is a beloved classic that improves every time you see it. So if you're very familiar with it, it only makes the Spanish version even more fascinating because it's like seeing the same movie in a new way.
Yo nunca bebo vino.
And for that, it's really a treat.